talk about Seven.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a total tone shift right there
Yeah.
from Toy Story to Seven.
Yeah,
well,
I don't think people would have guessed that the guy who made Alien 3, especially at the time before the director's cut, because I mean, okay, like I'll totally admit the theatrical Alien 3 kind of a disaster.
Kind of.
But I like the director's cut of it, but no one would have thought that person who directed that would go on to do what Seven did.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of great directors, he started with commercials and music videos.
Sure.
And this was his second feature film. And it was also the first foray into what I think is kind of David Fincher's forte, which is just murder and crime and serial killer stuff. He's since done The Game and Zodiac and Gone Girl and Panic Room and Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, most of which get pretty grisly. And Seven still manages to top all of them, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Spacey's 10 minutes or so of screen time in Seven might be Kevin Spacey's 10 best minutes of screen time in anything ever. He's extraordinary, because this is a mystery movie where they don't solve the mystery. They're working on it, they're following all the clues, and then he just walks in covered in blood, and it's like, hi guys. You know, that's...
and then throws it in Brad Pitt's face.
Exactly.
If you've never seen it,
And the ending.
sorry, it's a great movie though. That's I love how, you know, you watch something like Silence of the Lambs, which is like fairly grounded, sort of tries to take place in real world. Seven is like a almost cartoony in terms of how grisly it is. It is just, it's, you know, symbolic, and it's one of those things where there's like it's got this hyper stylized world they're in, where they go from like just rainy inner city to just desolate desert landscape. I love that.
It's fantastic.
Can we take a moment, though, because we always talk about Kevin Spacey in this movie, because it is like one of his best performances ever, but I'm always mesmerized by Morgan Freeman and his acting. I mean, there's that scene in the bar where he and Brad Pitt's character, who I keep forgetting their names, but there's this cynicism that Morgan Freeman's character has, and you just believe it. Like, every line he delivers, it's just, you never see him acting, you always see him just...
Ernest Hemingway once said, "The world is a wonderful place and worth fighting for." I agree with the second part. Yeah, no, he's great.
Yeah.
Also, that was when Brad Pitt was still kind of in that weird pretty boy phase.
Yeah.
People
So
weren't
Trying
really...
to break out of it.
Trying to
so
break
hard.
Yeah, and he still kind of is, I feel like. He goes back and
Was
forth.
this before
and-
12 Monkeys or after?
I don't
Because
remember.
12 Monkeys, to me, is one of his better performances.
12 Monkeys actually came out in 1995. So that's
Oh,
a
okay,
good
there you
segue
go.
right
So
there.
I always remembered that being my favorite Brad Pitt.